Welcome back to a very special Christmas edition of Storytime with AJ. I'm your host, AJ. In this episode, I'll tell you about the Christmas miracle where I found my wife. Well, it's not really a miracle. It didn't have anything to do with the baby Jesus or anything. But it was a blind date. It was a miracle that we're together. So without any further ado, let's just jump into it. So one thing I pride myself on is trying everything at least once. But I hadn't tried blind dating. So when a girl had been dating, well, we weren't even really dating. I would see her at the bar, get drunk, and then talk her into going back to my place every once in a while for blowjobs. But anyway, I digress. Sorry. She actually asked me if I would like to meet her friend that she was working with. So I'm immediately skeptical. I'm thinking, she must be hideous. I don't know what you're talking about. So, no. But she just, kept persisting for, weeks. No, you have to meet my friend. You have to meet my friend. So finally, I'm like, fuck it, fine. Friday, I'll meet your stupid friend. Bring a lot of other friends so we're not alone. So Friday rolls around, and I completely forget about all this, and I'm partying with my friend Ryan and his wife, and we're pretty high. When I get a phone call saying, hey, where are you at? We're waiting for you down here at the bar. So I panic and start making excuses, like I'm still at work. Anyway, I dragged this on for 4 hours. We were supposed to meet at around 5, and I actually don't show up at the bar until 9. And I only showed up because I felt guilty because they kept calling. Side note here, a little bit of advice. If you're going on a date, I always like to show up, about a half hour late. That way, whoever I'm meeting can open up their own tab and I don't have to start paying for drinks right away. Sure, sometimes I get pissed you're late or whatever, but if you got a good personality, you can usually make up for that shit. Alright, so I meet him at the bar, and I open up my own tab and get introduced to everybody. Tiffany's with her friend Marnell, who introduced us, her cousin, and her cousin's husband, and some other riffraff that they were with from work. So I'm just making small talk. I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out who I'm there to meet, because Tiffany's cousin is being, really flirty. I asked how her and her husband met and how long they had been married, and her response was, I'm a naughty girl. On top of this, Tiffany's friend that introduced us, that even suggested the blind date, is now acting all strange, like she's jealous or something. So at this point, I'm thinking that I'm just going to have some drinks, grab this girl's number, and get the hell out of here. This is too weird. But instead, at this point, Tiffany suggested we go back to her house. We drop her cousin and her husband off, and we go back to her house for some after-hours fun. So Tiffany and I go and drop off her swinger cousins, Jesus, and then we head back to her place. Upon arriving, Tiffany decides that she's so excited she jumps on her bed, fully clothed, and ends up bouncing herself off the bed and slamming her head into the wall. So I'm standing there stunned, like, holy shit, did this girl just kill herself? I'm asking her if she's all right. She says she's fine. So we get down to business and end up exchanging numbers, and I go my way. So I called Tiffany a couple days later to kind of do a follow-up date, and lo and behold, she actually broke her neck when she fell off the bed. So she's in a total neck brace. As I felt halfway responsible, I went ahead and took care of her for the next few days, and that's actually how we started dating. Hope you enjoyed this special Christmas edition of Storytime with AJ. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully your holidays were good, and huge thank you to Gtamen again. Anyway, Happy Holidays, everybody. Peace.